it's I mean, it completely blew me away when I started to, I mean, really, I was, looking at ethology, and I was coming away from behaviorism, really just stepping outside of behaviorism, because behaviorism is really the most popular and mainstream conventional way of not just working with dogs, but really just viewing dogs through the behaviorism lens. And when I started to see behavior as not something to control, not something to cue, not something to change, not something
Yeah.
to try to manipulate, my whole life changed. Not only that, but my dogs' lives changed. And then everyone else that I was working with, their dogs' lives changed, because then I started to change the style I was working from within behaviorism to outside of it, to include ethology and other various different ways of changing perspectives and working with dogs. And really, it was opening my eyes up to the amount of emotions that they have, the amount of capability that they have to understand us, that they want to understand us, and that I think that they've been trying for so long to get us to understand them. I think it's been less about um, teaching our dogs to understand. It's more about teaching ourselves how to understand them. I think that's
Yeah.
been probably one of the biggest challenges. And when we get it and when we see it, and the relationship goes far beyond obedience. I mean, I think people get so stuck on that word, and I think it means different things to different people, perhaps. Because I think when I say, like, I don't really use the word obedience at all when I work with dogs. Obedience is not interesting to me. It's not something that is important. I don't think. But if obedience, I think, translates to some people equaling safety, then obviously we do use safety, and we make sure that dogs remain safe. It's not just because we don't use obedience doesn't mean that we have dogs that are out of control and can't control themselves and are putting themselves or others in danger. And so coming outside of obedience, it just means that, like, not necessarily using strict commands and things that just aren't necessary. So I never tell my dogs to sit, I never tell my dogs to lie down. I don't tell them, like, stay frozen. I'll say, like, wait for me, you can wait for me over there for a second, can you just, like, wait by the door until I open it,
Yeah.
check it's safe, and then we go out. So we've got the safety precautions in place, and those procedures are there, but it doesn't involve, like, strict commands, military style commands, because we don't need that. We're not,